hit that like button.
What's the word, family? Hey, man, check this out. Tell me why Donald Trump out here proving once again why he was loved by black people so many years once upon a time ago, man. $600. Who they think they is? George Bush? Nah, man, the American people deserve more. Not only is he out here saying the American people deserve more, man, he putting their ass on blast, bro. Check this out. Donald Trump get to naming everything and everywhere that money going. They giving $1 billion over here, $500 million over here, $5 million over here, $10 million over here, but they don't want to give the American people at least $2,000 per person that worked through this pandemic.
Congress has read because of its length and complexity. It's called the COVID Relief Bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment. $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan. $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees, $566 million for construction projects at the FBI. The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each. This is far more than the Americans are given.
What y'all think about that, man? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. Donald Trump, I wasn't upset with his presidency. I wasn't upset with his views. As long as he was not in there trying to actually make law that was sending us back, you gotta think about it. The Supreme Court that he put there, right? Man, they been shooting down his lawsuits left and right, bro. Real talk. I don't think that what they can go back on what the future is. The future is something different. We ain't never going back to being slaves. Let's get that straight. So if you saying that Donald Trump was saying all this and all that, he's trying to make laws to make us back slaves, I take that with a grain of salt. I say the Democrats too, man. Y'all think that it's a lesser evil when really it's not. It's the same evil, man. These people cut from the same fucking cloth, man. We already know that, but we just trying to believe that it is some good people out here that's working in the government. And it doesn't matter what race they is, black or white, man. They evil motherfuckers. They think about themselves. They think about just like the movie 2012. Remember that movie when everybody had to make it to the arcs at the end of the movie because the world was ending and they didn't have no place for poor people. It was just all rich people. That's how it is anyway, man. They gonna take the richest black people, so on and so forth. That's how they gonna play this game, man. They gonna put all them in the same bubble. But look, Donald Trump saying, fuck that petty ass $600 that you're trying to get the American people. Get American people at least $2,000 and $4,000 for a couple. I say, damn, Trump, what type of couple is that? You know what would have really been the shit if Trump would have said $2,000 per person and $5,000 for a couple. I would have been like, this motherfucker, man, let me sign up, me and my girl right now, man. He said a couple, right? He ain't said they had to be married. He just said a couple on TV. I'm going to bring that and everything. Look at this tweet. He said couple. He didn't say married. All right, so, but anyway, Donald Trump, man, he's saying either he get the $2,000 to the people or he don't sign that shit at all. Now, if you think back, that was the bill that Democrats originally came out with, was like about $2,000. So if Democrats played Donald Trump and came out with that $600 bill, just so Donald Trump can come out and say that the American people deserve $2,000, and all the Republicans gonna follow behind Donald Trump, right? Or will they? Because he's out of office now. But it's still not good to go against Trump, man, when you're trying to get reelected. Imagine Trump voting for a Democrat or endorsing a Democrat over a Republican. Now think about this, man. Donald Trump ain't no fool, man. What he just says makes perfectly good sense. But if the Democrats was playing chess instead of checkers, they would have already knew he was going to up the ante on the $600, and he was going to up it up to the $2,000 that they already wanted. And they just say, okay, sure, we still got the old bill with the $2,000 in it. Now sign this one. You know what I'm saying? And now they can say, we tricked them. We tricked them. But what if Trump playing to the heartstrings of the American people? Trump don't want to go to prison. But if he don't sign a bill, people going to get upset because a lot of people were waiting on them checks to come out regardless. 600 or whatever. They was going to complain about that 600. You damn right. But they was still waiting on that $600 to come out, man, because people need some type of help right now. And, you know, getting some money because of this shit, it makes sense. Now, I'm a firm believer that you got to be fair with passing out this money. It's a lot of people that's working poor. $600 will definitely help them out this Christmas season, especially. So it's up to the Congress, man. It's up to the Senate, man. And it's up to the President Trump. Or he gonna let it wait till the next president come in, Joe Biden. We're gonna see what he gonna do. I bet he'll be happy to sign that $600 deal though, because that's how Joe Biden is, man. He think you can make it off a couple $100. Somebody gave me a couple $100 back in the day, man. I flipped it and took thousands of dollars on the stock market. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit Joe Biden to say, man. He's a fighter. He's a scrapper. You know what I'm saying? So he'll say a couple $100, man. People will just be happy with that. But the reality is, man, the world, man, shit went up. People want the PlayStation 5. Kids want that shit. You know, so, man, you know, you got to go up with the money, man. You can't go up with that $500 like George Bush did. That shit came and went. Look at that. When George Bush gave everybody that $500 when 9/11 happened, man, that shit came and went and helped the economy a little bit. People were saying it helped a little bit, but, you know, it was just weird. All the other shit that goes along with that is what I'm talking about, too. And that's what Donald Trump, he sat there and gave us everything that went along with it. So, man, I hope y'all listen to what the fuck's going on. Pay attention. And see that they only trying to feed us seeds. Or maybe they playing Donald Trump. Who knows? We're going to find out in the future. But right now, we don't know. So, man, stay tuned for more news, man.
Hit that like button, just like Tyson.